everyone, how are you all doing today? So today I am going to be telling you my psychic reading. So I had two readings. I had a palm reading. Oh, I've got something in my eyeball. Something in my eye? Probably. I had two readings about like fertility. So you can get, you can get readings about your fertility. If there's anything wrong, they'll let you know. If they're picking you up on like when you'll have a baby, if everything's normal, if it's just, you know. So I had a hand reading, and I had a photograph reading. So I had two. They're both very, I mean, they were very different. Like they weren't the same. Sorry, I feel like I've got hairs all over. So yeah, I'm going to be telling you about my psychic readings, and basically it's a psychic reading about fertility and about, you know, about life in general and what I think about them. So yeah, get straight into the video. So I'm going to start off with my hand experience. So basically they just read the lines on your hand or something like that. I'm not quite sure how it works, but yeah. Basically the hand reading was, I'm trying to figure out which one was the hand reading because there was two different things. So the hand reading was basically she was just saying that you could see, she said something about when I was 28 she could see 3 kids. When I was 28 she could see 3 kids, but there is a big wedding but there's no kids there. So, and then she sees a big honeymoon on a boat and a few vacations before, and the kids weren't there. So she says she thinks around about the age of 24 I conceive my first kid, she thinks, because when it looks like I'm around about 28, she says there was 3 kids and the oldest looks about 4, and she saw twins. So she was basically saying that by the age of 24 I was married, I had a honeymoon, I was on vacation, and by the age of 28 I had 3 young kids. And she could see the person I'm with now, if it makes sense. So the person I'm with now is who all this happens with. So yeah, that reading was on my hand, that it was a bit all over the place, you know, like, because they can just tell you what they can see pretty much. So this reading wasn't really about fertility. She didn't pick anything up on my fertility or anything. She just picked up that I was gonna be married by 24. I'd had my honeymoon, I'd be on vacations. About 28 I had 3 kids. And you know, you kind of give them wrong. They can only tell you what they can see, and they might not pick up anything on your fertility. But clearly she saw us with 3 kids, so everything seemed fine, she says. So that was the hand reading. And the picture reading, so I just sent a picture of me and my partner, and I got a reading, and this one was very different to the hand one. So the hand one was more about what was going to happen in my life, how many kids, will I be married, honeymoon, blah blah blah, and what ages all that was going to happen. She said, but like it says, it can change, like the readings can change. But the picture one was very different. So the picture one was pretty much all about fertility, and this one, she said that you could see August this year a baby girl. She says it doesn't mean that I find out it's a baby girl. It doesn't mean that I'm pregnant. She says it could mean anything. It could be the month I conceive. It could be the month on my period. The month before my period I find out I'm pregnant. It could be a month I find out the gender. It could be the month I find out, I don't know, anything around pregnancy, like conceiving, implantation, baby gender reveal, find out I'm pregnant, anything like that can happen in August, she says, and she sees a baby girl. It doesn't mean that I find out it's a baby girl, it just means she sees a baby girl, and in August time it's when I find something out. I could find out I'm pregnant. It could be I conceive that month. I could implant that month. I could basically everything what I've just said. It could happen in that month. It doesn't particularly mean I find out it's a baby girl. It doesn't mean I find out I'm pregnant. It could mean anything that I conceive that month. It could be the period before I conceive. But something in August means it's going to happen around pregnancy. And basically she says nothing wrong with my fertility. There's nothing wrong with my partner's fertility. Only thing she can say is basically it's not the right time at the right month basically for being my partner, because obviously there's a 5-day window you might not have sex to conceive, and we're just missing it out pretty much every month. But apparently she says August time it will happen, and I just need to give it time. She told us that I need to start acting now like I'm pregnant, like stop drinking my Monster, stop like look after myself properly, because she says that I am very not looking after myself pretty much. She says so now I need to act like I'm pregnant to make sure I have a healthy pregnancy, just ahead a step. If it doesn't happen in August, you know, not all readings are 100%, but they can just tell you what they pick up pretty much. So yeah, that's pretty much what both of them said. So they were very both different stories. So like the hand one was more about what age what stages in life was gonna happen at ages, where the picture one was more like fertility, when I'll conceive, about my health and things like that. So they're both very different. And you know, you don't know which one's true and which one's not, because one told me that I had 3 kids at age 28 means that I probably won't conceive until I'm 24, when the other reading said that she could see a baby girl in August. So really, which one do you believe? I don't know. You just have to, you know, wait and see which one's true and which one's not. Like I say, it's not all psychics pick up the same reading, if you know what I mean. Like they'll pick up different readings. So yeah, pretty much we'll wait until August, see if anything happens in August. If nothing happens in August, it might just make her readings wrong or whatever. And then if the other one's true, then you know, everyone's reading is different. You kind of sit and say one's lying, one's not. You don't know if they're lying or not, but you just believe them because you know you trust them. So yeah, they were my psychic readings. They're both very different. They were both very different readings. Like one was a hand, one was a picture. And yeah, we'll just have to we're going to have to say which one's true and which one's not at the end of the day. And you don't know if they're true or not, but you just, you know, it's just something that gives you hope, isn't it, at the end of the day. And if both of them says nothing's wrong with your fertility, you just say you have really high hopes, really, don't you? So yeah, that was my fertility reading, and we'll just have to say if anything happens in August or at the age of 24, hopefully August time, fingers crossed. So yeah, if you've had any of your psychic readings and if came true, please leave them down below. I would love to know if anyone else has had a psychic reading and what reading it was, if it was a hand, picture, or if you went up to them in person. Please leave them down below. I would love to hear everyone else's stories. And yeah, if you like this video, please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.